My name is Velez-Miggins, and I'm the founder of the National Council on Relationships and Disability, or NCORAD for short. NCORAD exists to expand access to healthy relationships, sexuality education, and intimacy for people with disabilities. We do that through education, advocacy, and practical tools to help communities move from good intentions to real-world access. My why started very early in my career. When I graduated as a recreational therapist, I was working at one of the world's most premier physical rehabilitation hospitals. My clients were people with physical disabilities, including stroke, spinal cord injury, limb loss, and traumatic brain injury. Many spinal cord injured patients were men between the ages of 18 and 35. Their first question was often, "Will I walk again?" And their second question was almost always about sexual health. It would come out in words like, will it work again? Will I be able to make babies? It was never direct, it was never comfortable, and I was never prepared. I was 25 years old at the time, very close in age to most of my clients, and I had absolutely zero education or training on how to answer those questions. I felt like a deer in headlights. It made it a very awkward situation, not just for me, but for my clients as well. I was referred to some videos in a closet that I could give them, but that wasn't much help. Those videos were from the 1980s with a fake library backdrop and a spokesperson that was old enough to be our grandfather. It was painful to realize that this was the best our system had to offer. So I went back to my faculty at Temple University on a mission to solve this lack of preparedness, not just for me, but for others as well. The gap was acknowledged as serious, but there was no formal pathway to become prepared. No real training, no clear standards, nothing I could point to and say, here's how providers learn how to do this well. That's when I decided this would be my life's work. I went on to earn a master's in marriage and family therapy. I took everything that I learned about working with the disability community, and I applied it to what I was learning in relational systems, communication, and intimacy. That later led me to my PhD studies in human sexuality education, where most of my work focuses on provider preparedness and disability affirming sexual health education. NCORAD's work is simple and practical. We create disability-affirming, trauma-informed resources and trainings that support relationship and sexual well-being across real settings. That includes provider education, guidance for educators and service organizations, and tools that help people with disabilities and their partners navigate communication, consent, boundaries, pleasure, and relationship decision-making with dignity. Our target audience includes two groups. First and foremost, people with disabilities, their partners, and their families who want access to affirming education resources that reflect and are practical for real life. Second, providers and organizations that serve the disability community, such as clinicians, educators, disability service agencies, and community health programs that need clear, usable guidance. Our vision is to build a scalable ecosystem of support. In the near term, that means expanding trainings, toolkits, and partnerships with disability networks and community organizations. Long term, NCORAD aims to be recognized as a hub for disability affirming relationship and sexuality education, improving provider competency and reducing stigma at the systems level. Ultimately, our impact goal is fewer barriers, better education, and more people with disabilities experiencing safe, supported, pleasure-inclusive relationships on their terms. Thank you for considering National Council on Relationships and Disability. I appreciate your time and consideration. Have a great day.